Josh Dodd. Hello everyone, I'm back. You already know. And today's topic, as the title says, it's teen dating, relationships, and parental misunderstandings. And so in this video, I want to talk about, like the teen experience with this stuff and the flaws behind it and the reasoning to it. So let's get into it. Let's go. Quick disclaimer, I'm looking kind of crusty right now. Like, look at them sideburns. Like, oh my god, that is disgusting. Like, I need to cut that off. And then, like, use my whack hair. Oh, don't roast me, boys. So, yeah. And then, I got my cute hat. You already know, trying to look off. Yeah, y'all know I'm joking. But anyways, back to the video. First off, I want to say that, relationship at an early age could either like end up the wrong way or go a long way, because either something happens between you two and like in the end you're just gonna be like, oh my god. And as a teenager myself, I've gone through that. And some parents don't let their children date, and that's like totally respectable. Like, I guess they don't want them to get involved with that type of stuff because something could go wrong or whatever, and that's like totally understandable. But I think that the parents should let their children date because they're growing and developing, and they're getting these type of feelings to mature into an adult and then start going out there in the real world to actually do some adult things because they're already prepared. And so my thing is that either in the end, as a young person, if you ever like experience that kind of like supposed breakup thing, then it's gonna like mentally hurt you. If you would say like a good relationship with someone else or some kind of good tie with someone else, then that's totally respectable to feel that type of way. And then eventually it's gonna like get to you way too much, and then parents are gonna start noticing, or some of the people around you in general, you're gonna notice that you're often sad and then you don't want to say the reason if your parents don't let you date. Like, you want to keep that inside, and that's like totally understandable. And I can see that happening a lot of people, including myself. I can definitely say I'm very secretive around my parents, although they do know what like the people I'm around sometimes, and they don't trust them because the society that I grew up in and stuff it wasn't fitting for it. So but now I feel like I've become a matured, better person I was before. So yeah, the next portion of the video will be a short animation that's just surrounding love and stuff like that I'll be talking over, since I don't want to like show my face a whole lot. But if what I'm saying goes over the video, then I'll be recording again. So see ya later. Alright, so what I would start off with in like beginning relationships is that the key to them is like trust and stuff. So what I usually say in like middle school relationships and stuff like that would be, my number one advice would be like to make sure they're like your best friend or something, because like most people would have other outside best friends, and then their significant other would start to believe that like they would rather spend more time with their best friend than themselves. And so that's a common error or flaw within a relationship, and that's what leads to a better relationship: more trust towards that person, more communication, and love shown and affection. So that's what I would say. But sometimes that doesn't always work out, and they don't like to be too overly affectionate and stuff. As I'm sure I mentioned earlier in the video's parent misunderstandings is that, as a teenager, you're going through changes, and you start to feel these type of ways about certain other people, and you want to show them and stuff that you appreciate them. You want them to be there for them, and you want them to feel the same way about you, and that's usually how relationships start. But usually these type of relationships don't last long because we're at an early age, and we don't fully understand what it means to be in a complete love process, and having an adulthood. As my uncle would tell me, he would say that like our age of dating would be like a mimicking to what adults do. But I mean, I feel like that he's gone through that child phase of changes, and then they start feeling the way that adults would start to feel. And what my advice again would say, keeping one would be, don't rush things too fast, because things would just blow out of proportion and it just go all the way downhill. What they would say, the Romeo and Juliet effect. But for this video, that's all I have to say. If you got a crush out there, keep your eye on him and don't let him go, because somebody else will snatch him up. So make sure you go get him, girl. Make sure you steal that man's up and call him yours. Write your name all over his face, all over his hands. You already know how it be. So, just wanted to say, for the relationships that are out there, hope you, recover if you're going through anything, or, keep your happy relationship if you really want it. And, make sure to make plans for that person, and they do the same for you. So, that's all I really have to say in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share with your friends, and, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!